Hey guys, this is G-Eazy here, and I'm bringing you a poll video, like a tally kind of video. It's for my MLB the 17 the show franchise mode. I have 6 teams up in my bars here, as you can see. Like I have the YouTube and then 6 other things. Those are all the teams I decided that I would like to do, and I'm gonna put it up to you guys on who you think I should play as. So, this is my channel. If you guys are new, go subscribe. I have my welcome video and my Omegle video, first ever video ever. And yeah, that was that Omegle video was fun. I had my friend Dawson Patrick Vlogs in there, and we found a fun person that you guys gotta go see yourself. Okay, so for the first team that I have decided on is my hometown team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, why? Because they're iffy now. Last year they went 78 and 80 something. I forget what the record was, but it was not as good as they could have done. They started off this season as a contender, and then it all fell apart. Now, it looks like they're in a rebuilding phase right now. You have Bell coming up. You have Tyon, Glasnow, Cole, all these new pitchers. And it looks like they're ready to rebuild their entire team. So I thought it would be a fun rebuilding phase. Pretty much all the teams I have decided are teams that are looking for a rebuild. And the Pittsburgh Pirates will be my first option. Hopefully you guys pick them because I love the Pirates, but if not, that's fine. Now, for the second team I picked is from there's 3 NL and there's 3 AL. Now, for the second team I picked was the Colorado Rockies. Now, the Colorado Rockies, you know they have the power, but their pitching is nothing. They have lost a lot of games because their pitching does not work well. They have no relief, no closer, and their starting staff sucks. But the power and defense is there. So if you think they are a good rebuild and that it would be nice to use or be them, I will do it. For the third team in the NL, the Miami Marlins. Now, they just lost their star pitcher, Jose Fernandez. So they're looking like they're going to definitely need a big rebuild. That was their main starter. Now, their offense is pretty good. They have a couple good offensive players, but their pitching staff and how their team works out every year has been nothing but a losing streak or a losing team every day. And I have them as one of my 6 teams, and that's another one. Now, on to the AL side, the American League. For American League starters is the Seattle Mariners. Now, you know they have Felix Hernandez, they have Cano, Cruz, they have all these big names, but they are just never a contender ever so far. With all these good players, they have never had a contending championship. They almost came last year, close, but they started dying down at the very end. Now, it's a rebuilding franchise, I think, at least. If you don't think so, that's your choice, but I think it'd be a nice rebuilding franchise, and that's one of my teams. Now, for another AL team, we're coming close here, 2 more teams left. For another American League is the Chicago White Sox. Yes, the Chicago White Sox. Now, you would think you could pick Detroit or somebody else, but I thought, you see a lot of people asking about Minnesota, you see a lot of people asking about the other teams. I thought Chicago would be a good team to pick because they lost Chris Sale. Their offense hasn't really doing good. They looked like they were going to be contending for the championship at the beginning of the year in 2016, but out of nowhere they just really died off. They just went down the drain. Chris Sale started doing a little bit poopy. Their pitching staff entirely was down the drain, and their offense wasn't really helping them out. So the Chicago White Sox are another choice of mine. Now, coming up at the last spot, the last team I picked the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays, because their starting staff is decent, but it hasn't helped them out. Their offense and defense doesn't really show on the field, Maybe their defense does, but their offense not really. They have Evan Longoria. He's pretty much the only guy on there that looks like he's going to be the big power contact hitter with a big average that helps out the offense. But their pitching staff with Archer and other people, it just doesn't really look like they're going to have a contending shot. So I picked the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, out of these 6 teams, the Pirates, Colorado, Miami, Seattle, White Sox, and Tampa Bay Rays, who do you think you would choose? Now, the video is going to be here. I'm going to try and figure out how to do this thing. I don't know how you do it, but if you guys know Sports Gaming Universe, he did this thing on his channel where when he did the poll, if you click the information box up in the top, it literally does a poll for you. That might be easier, but if not, comment down below the name of the team you decide, and I will, in like probably 10 days, I will tell you which team I choose and we'll start the franchise. If you enjoyed the video, click that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below the team you think is the best option for me right now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.